You've been lied to. You've been told that to be rich, you have to be out there. You have to be loud, charismatic, and shake every hand until your voice goes hoarse. But look at the data. The loudest person in the room is rarely the one who owns it. In a world that can't stop talking, the person who knows how to be quiet is the one who builds the empire. This isn't just manifestation. It's a biological hostile takeover of the market. And it starts by stopping the one thing that is killing your bank account, the extrovert tax. If you are an introvert, traditional success advice feels like a life sentence. Every guru tells you to network, cold call, and put yourself out there. To you, that doesn't sound like freedom. It sounds like exhaustion. And here is the realist's truth. The reason you aren't manifesting wealth isn't because you lack people skills. It's because you are trying to run extrovert software on introvert hardware. You are trying to play a game where the rules are designed to drain you. Think about the extrovert tax. This is the hidden cost of traditional business. Extroverts thrive on interaction, but they are also addicted to it. Their wealth depends on being physically present, being on, and constantly managing social noise. But for you, every coffee chat is a withdrawal from your cognitive energy bank. By the time you finish networking, your creative battery is at zero. You've paid the tax, and now you have nothing left to actually build anything. This is why you hit a burnout wall while others seem to keep going. You aren't lazy. You're just overtaxed. Here is the unique angle the gurus miss. Dopamine sensitivity. Science shows that extroverts have a high threshold for dopamine. They need loud noises and social praise to feel a reward. But you are dopamine sensitive. A quiet room and a complex problem to solve give you more biological satisfaction than a crowded party ever could. This is your quiet advantage. While the extrovert is out chasing the high of a conversation, you have the natural capacity for deep work. Manifestation is not a personality contest. It is a value signal contest. The universe and the market doesn't care how loud your voice is. It only cares about the quality of the signal you are sending. If you are exhausted from trying to be social, your signal is weak, blurry, and full of noise. But when you retreat into your silent laboratory, your focus becomes a laser. You don't need to fix your personality. You need to weaponize it. You need to realize that your need for solitude isn't a weakness. It is the factory where your financial freedom is being manufactured. You aren't hiding from the world. You are consolidating your power. While the extrovert is busy talking about what they might do, the quiet architect is already mentally living in the structure they are building. In this first part of our recalibration, I want you to accept one thing. Your silence is a filter. It filters out the low-value noise so you can see the high-leverage patterns. You aren't looking for a lucky break. You are looking for a structural advantage. And in the next part, we are going to look at the golden era of the introvert, asynchronous wealth, and how to build digital employees that manifest money for you while you are at home, alone, recharging. In the old world, wealth was loud. It required physical presence, handshakes, boardrooms, and the constant drain of being seen. If you weren't in the room, you didn't exist. But we are now living in the golden era of the introvert. The internet has flipped the physics of money. Today, you don't need a stage when you have a system. This is the shift from dialogue wealth to asynchronous wealth. Think about the difference. Synchronous wealth, the extrovert's game, requires you to be on in real time. If the extrovert stops talking, the money stops flowing. But asynchronous wealth means you create value once through a script. A piece of code, a digital product, or a focused investment hand. That value works for you while you are at home, alone, recharging your batteries. You are essentially manifesting through a monologue. You control the energy, you control the delivery, and the world responds on your terms. This works because of a specific part of your brain called the Reticular Activating System, RAS. Think of the RAS as the brain's gatekeeper. It filters out millions of bits of data every second and only lets in what it deems important. An extrovert's RAS is often tuned to social cues, an external validation. They are looking for the next person to talk to. But an introvert's RAS is naturally tuned to patterns. Because you spend more time observing than talking, you are psychologically wired to spot market gaps and hidden inefficiencies that the loud people miss, while everyone else is fighting over the same crowded, noisy opportunities. Your RAS is guiding you toward high leverage, low competition paths. You aren't socially aggressive. You are systematically precise. You aren't looking for a lucky break. You are looking for a structural advantage. This leads us to the most powerful manifestation tool in your arsenal, the digital employee. In the realist world, every piece of content you create, every line of code you write, and every automated funnel you build is a digital employee. These employees never get tired. They never feel socially anxious. They don't need coffee breaks. They manifest your value to a global audience 24/7 without you ever having to say a word to a stranger. For the introvert, leverage is the only path to true wealth. Every time you create something that exists independently of your physical presence, you are building an army that works for you. Manifestation, for the introvert, is the process of programming the filter. When you get clear on your financial goals, you aren't attracting money from the sky. You are telling your ass to stop ignoring the quiet paths to wealth. You are telling your brain to look for the systems, not the people. You are shifting your identity from a worker to an architect. But to build this empire, you have to stop the social leaks that are draining your fuel. You cannot build a high-performance system on a low-battery brain. In the final part, we are going to perform an energy budget audit, and I'll give you the exact observation. Journal technique to sharpen your pattern recognition skills. Now, it is time to turn this philosophy into a practical blueprint. If you want financial freedom but social exhaustion is holding you back, you have to stop playing by the extrovert's rules. To manifest wealth, you need cognitive surplus, a reserve of mental energy. If you are spending 80% of your power just socially surviving, you will have zero fuel left to build an empire. Here are the 3 steps that turn a quiet architect into a millionaire. Step 1. Build a monologue, not a dialogue. Most people think business requires constant conversation dialogue, meetings, calls, and endless talk. But for the introvert, the ultimate manifestation tool is the monologue. A monologue like a script, a digital product, or an automated funnel is 1 to infinity. It allows you to manifest your value once and let it work forever. You don't need to repeat yourself. This is digital leverage. Your work speaks for you. Every time you create something that exists independently of your physical presence, you are building a digital employee that manifests for you while you are at home, alone, in your comfort zone. Step 2. The energy budget audit. Analyze your week and identify your social leaks. These are the people and interactions that leave you feeling gray and depleted. Cut them ruthlessly. You aren't being mean. You are protecting the fuel source for your future. When your energy is high, your manifestation signal is clear. Remember, an introvert's brain creates deep wealth only in solitude. If your day is filled with noise, you'll never build anything substantial. Delete the noise today. Step 3. The observation journal. Since your brain is a pattern recognition machine, you must feed it. Spend 10 minutes a day in total silence with a notebook. Don't write about your feelings. Write about inefficiencies. What is a problem you saw today that no one is solving? ... What is a loud person missing because they are too busy talking? Where is the world moving that everyone else is too distracted to notice? By writing these down, you are training your Reticular Activating System (RAS) to find the quiet paths to wealth. You are shifting from being a social reactor to a systematic predator of opportunity. Now, I have a question for you. What is the one social requirement of success that you hate the most? Is it cold calling? Networking events? Corporate small talk? Put it in the comments. I want to see which extrovert tax we need to help you stop paying. The world doesn't need another loud, charismatic salesperson. The world needs architects, deep thinkers, and people who can solve complex problems in the quiet of their own minds. You aren't missing the traits of a millionaire. You are simply using a more sophisticated, silent set of tools. You aren't hiding. You are preparing to rule. Your silence is not your weakness. It is your greatest shield. If you are ready to build a quiet empire and manifest wealth on your own terms, hit the subscribe button. We are building something substantial here, and no small talk is required. Focus on your work. Build in silence, and let your success make the noise. I'll see you in the next one.